Hello guys, this is Turtlelore2 and today is going to be a Minecraft tutorial video on a castle gate or Portcullis, if that's how you pronounce it. This is not totally my original design. I just took two different designs and combined them because I built it specifically for my multiplayer server, which the one that I designed it for. The pistons didn't really work well with it, especially the triple piston extender on the bottom. Okay, so here it is, and let me set it to day. Right. Step on it, up, and everything falls down. Go past, closes. Okay. There we go. Okay. Anyways, let's get down to it. Okay, so this is the other design that's supposed to be much more compact than the one that I made. I actually just made mine much bigger, and this one is much faster. But if it's the retraction of the triple pistons in the bottom is much faster, but that causes a lot of problems on a multiplayer server, so I had to do it up a bit. And I got this. Now you can kind of compare the two, the bottom part, and they're pretty different. Okay, another advantage for building this is that for building this design, the triple piston extender, is that this one, if your computer or game or whatever just like doesn't like pistons, then you'll most likely crash a bunch of times because you put these pistons down at the very end, right at the end of building all of the redstone system, and you have to turn the system on, which means the pistons will extend. And for me, that basically causes my game to crash like instantly. But this one, you can put the pistons down first. Alright, so let's get right down to it. Okay, so you start by placing as many pistons as you want on the bottom first. I'll do 5 this time. Okay, now you have to put some blocks here. I'm just using iron. Just you can choose whichever one you want. See, I'm gonna put like this direction. Put some redstone over here, then redstone repeater facing into that. You don't right click it, just one tick. Now you put some redstone here, or not that there, redstone here and here, these two corners, and then redstone repeater on 3 ticks, and then another redstone repeater opposite way on 3 ticks. There you go. Then comparator right here. Okay, now it's basically the first layer. Yeah, that's the first layer right here. Now the second layer is gonna be right here. So place it up like that. Build off of this part. Make it 3 wide. Okay, then put 2 repeaters, 3 ticks, and one redstone right there. And over here, put these 2 blocks up one. Sorry about that, guys. Actually, this redstone and redstone dust is supposed to be just on the same level as this area right here. that way we do this again. Place the hopper going into there, then the dropper, and then an item. I think it's just one item, yeah. There you go. Now the hopper is supposed to go like into that comparator. Then place one block diagonal of the comparator, and then place a redstone torch right there. Okay, now for the next layer, we place blocks on the top layer of pistons, the third layer, and then some redstone all the way across, all the way right there to the last piston. I'm gonna put another block here, and place like oops, this kind of pattern right here, like I don't know what to call it, whatever you call it. And then place a redstone repeater on 2 ticks, and then another redstone repeater going into that other repeater on 3 ticks. Some redstone, redstone, don't mind that, and a repeater on 3 ticks. Then the last layer, let's see, I just put, for me, I put a solid block on the top layer of pistons, just cause as you can see over there, almost just a preference. You can just deal with sand or gravel or the falling block that you intend to put there. But anyways, you place a layer right here on the diagonal of the last layer. Then you put 2 of those. Whoa, pig, how'd you get here? Die, pig. Almost. There. Alright. Pig didn't want it to happen. Anyways, you put blocks in like that. Turn it to the A. Now, redstone repeaters going towards the pistons, all on 3 ticks. Okay, then redstone going across here, and nothing on this block. Don't put anything in that block. Then just put blocks in front of these repeaters, and then just delete these ones. And that's basically it. Oh wait, there's the torch over there. And I believe that is it. Alright guys, actually I made a small mistake as well. Let me get this. I'm supposed to put block up here. That's crucial. It's actually really crucial. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. As you can see. And there we go. Now it's all fixed. See, that block does everything. Yeah. Okay, now in order to connect it, this triple pistons to the top triple piston, you basically make these 2 blocks and then repeat it there, and then redstone, and then you can basically connect it to whatever system you want. Okay, now we are gonna make the floor. Alright, so I'm just gonna put sand because it's more noticeable, I guess. And then you put the ground blocks above it. So let me do this for a while and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, here's the finished corridor, I guess. And now in order to make the top 3 pistons, you need some reference points. So place 3 blocks up, then put your fences. Let me get some fences. There you go. Okay, put your fences on top. Now you can put I think up to 6 or I think 6 fences up, so vertical, but you have to put at least 4 1, 2, 3, 4. And to make things easier, they should be even numbers, just to make everything easier. And you extend this gate. This is going to be the gate. Let me get back to you guys when it's finished. Okay, once you finish the gate, you're gonna start putting your pistons. So, some reference points. And for the top area, you just need normal pistons. You don't need sticky pistons. There you go. Okay, that's your pistons. You can actually extend this for as long as you want. I guess as long as the redstone signal lasts, which is like what, 15 blocks. So you can make it 15 blocks long. As long as you want. This one right here is as tall as the fence can be, which is like, I don't know if you can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Anyways, this is the gate, and then you start with the top. Start putting blocks down on the top, and then basically skip one layer and then put another layer on the bottom. Or if you're in survival, most likely it'll be on top. Anyways, you want, now on the side that doesn't have all this contraction stuff, you want to extend these layers to the 2 blocks, and then the 1 towards the pistons. Okay, now you put I need a torch, redstone torch right here, which will power this top redstone layer, and then put some here and redstone on these layers as well. I put a redstone repeater, and then no redstone there. This repeater in the middle needs 2 ticks. Then put another redstone repeater there. Place a block right there, I believe. Then you place a redstone torch over there. I think that's how it goes. Let me check again. Sorry about this. Okay, guys, sorry about this. But anyways, continuing on. This redstone torch is supposed to be here. And then place a block there, put a block on top, break this one, place a torch on the side, then it retracts, and then you make a redstone tower, alternating redstone tower by going like, oops, no, not down here, not down here. It goes down here. Yeah, goes down here. Alternating redstone tower. Here. Okay. The redstone torches. And then they keep going on and off the pistons. That's when you know you did it right. And when you finally reach the bottom, you put a block in the bottom. When a block instead of a torch touches the bottom, then that means you did it right. Okay, that's good. Okay, now here is where you connect both things together and make the system where switches in between the opening and closing mechanisms. Okay, now we make this part that alternates between opening and closing mechanisms. So, you have that thing there. You place a block down there connecting the redstone signal to the ground. Connect that signal to redstone repeater set on 1 tick. Then you place a sticky piston. Place a sticky piston right here, right next to it, right next to the repeater. And another sticky piston is facing the opposite way, 2 blocks away. Alright, now you place 2 blocks on top like that. Then place a redstone torch on one side. Now before you place a redstone torch on this side, you have to put a block in between those 2 pistons, like that. Then you extend these 2 blocks forward and then down. And place redstone on top, going down, and then around here and through this piston right here. Place the redstone repeater facing into this block, and then place redstone coming out from the side of this repeater. Keep going all the way to the redstone torch. Now if you make the gate really long, you'll most likely need to put a repeater in between, in order to get the signal going long enough to reach the torch. That's fine. You can even put on a delay if you want, but that just determines how long it takes before the pistons on top starts working. Alright, now we start to make the buttons. Now on either side of the gate, you go off 1 block and then break it 1 block on top, or 1 block above. Now I believe it's right here. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, now I'm going to place the iron blocks just so I know where it is. You create a sort of pathway, and then in the middle, place a block below, right below. Connect it all with redstone. Then I believe we put like that, a little staggered formation. A stair formation, and yeah, right there. Okay, so and in order to not interfere with this redstone area, basically bring the stair off to the side a little bit so it doesn't interfere, and bring it down to here. Then you place a block right here, right below one side. Then you place redstone repeater going into this block, no ticks, or 1 tick. And wait, oh, here. Yeah. Well, it doesn't actually matter how it goes. Let me test it out. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter how you attach this area to this thing. You just have to attach it. They just have to be attached. And yeah, as long as it doesn't interfere with this area, it's fine. Now, to test it out, you need buttons. I'm gonna put a button here and a button here. Okay, let's test it out. Moment of truth. Okay, so that part extends. Now, press it again. There it goes. All the way down. And then, now there's also a logging feature, which is really simple. Just place sticky piston facing down like this. Put a block here, and then create a redstone signal that goes somewhere. Now I put the redstone signal reaching up here. So once I flip that lever, the piston moves the block down and just breaks off the redstone signal, basically creating lock. Now I can do that, and that's it. Now you can, yeah, if you're like in a wall and you don't want the wall to be like this wide, then it is possible to just put these buttons right next to the gate, right there. Yeah, right next to the gate. It is possible. As you can see, if I press this. But you should keep this block over here, or these 2 blocks there, just for safety. It still works perfectly. Now, to see it in action in my multiplayer server, Okay, now to show you guys that this does actually work on a multiplayer server, I use on this server right here, which doesn't really like pistons. It's locked right now, as you can see. It's not opening. If I unlock it, you hear the piston coming up. Open it. There you go. Yeah, it's a little bit laggy, so that's why this fast triple piston extender won't work. And close it. It takes a little while because the server is pretty laggy. Yeah, it's not the smoothest, especially on the server, but it works. Proof of concept. Now we lock it, and that's it. There you go. That's your castle gate. Mixed design. Yeah. Alright, see you guys next time.